e-rev applied directly to the forehead. e-rev applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor to head-related injuries. View at your own risk.
Welcome viewers to Electronic Revolution Television, also known as e-rev TV. Tonight's match, we've got number 8, Eureka 7, 7-4, scoring 48 points. Number 9 seed, Procore Pro, 7-4, 39 points. With me tonight's running video is Limey. How you doing, Limey?
Well, I'm doing pretty good, thank you.
And also, special casting with me tonight is Andrew, Mr. Ekabon from Virtue. Eka, how you doing?
Doing pretty good, Freddie. It's a pleasure to be here. Should be a pretty good matchup.
Oh man, I'm excited. If it's anything like last night's match, it should be a fun one. Just sitting here waiting for E7 to ready up, everybody to get going here. It's been an exciting playoff season so far. Sunday night we had No Mercy, the number 11 seed, upsetting number 6 seed Righteous Dawn 7-6. And last night's match, seen here on e-rev TV, was Divine Revolution. I hate to say it, but embarrassing. Rabid Dogs of Hell 10-1.
Oh yeah, they took out those shovels. As soon as they took those shovels out, it was all over, honestly.
Oh, the shovels were great. I think Deceptionist had a 10 swing miss, and on number 11 hit it out of the
Something
ballpark.
like that, yeah.
Wow, and if this doesn't tell you what we're dealing with tonight, guys, Gimpy from E7 is actually on number 1 on the leaderboard for Search and Destroy here in Rattlesnake.
Should be a great match.
Now, Echabont, you were in the Delta Division facing both of these teams. Tell me what it was like facing Procore.
Yeah, I actually had the pleasure to play against both these teams, not only in Woggle but all week, practicing on Rattlesnake. And I gotta tell you, these guys have it down for this map. It's gonna be tough against E7 right now.
And we got a couple quick kills as Because takes down Rolex, Gimpy taking out Absmoke, Kaj taking down Patches. Man, it looks like the upstairs rush is where the action's going to be this first round as E7 actually gets down the plant.
Yeah, we got Mr. Pimp making his way from underground. He's gonna try to go to ladder right now.
Oh, it's 3-1. It looks like E7's pretty much setting up and getting ready to.
Got that bomb.
Yeah, that was a quick match as E7 pulls ahead 1-0. Interesting. This will be the second time that we've seen the top seed take the choice of the offensive position here first round. Is that what you guys go for, Eka?
Pretty much, yeah. You really want to get those. You really want to pick up those easy rounds quick in the game. The easiest way is picking that easy side.
Absolutely. It looks like E7's going to go ahead and do a top rush again. They've elected not to have a sniper. Everybody taking the G36, which, in my opinion, is pretty much like having a sniper, a sniper in hand as well as an automatic rifle. Gimpy's just kind of holding up yard, making sure that nobody flanks him up the stairs. What do you see on your side, Ek?
We got Sandy sitting behind the exploding barrel over here. You can actually shoot through that fence, which I saw him try to do. He missed a few shots though. We got AB Smoke sitting up top, and Mr. Pimp in the B bomb site, just sitting on the top pipe up there. Pretty slow.
Looks like they're gonna try to slow play this one a little bit, try to get the picks now that everybody knows, kind of what the game plan is of both teams. Not really mixing it up. You don't really see a lot of the garage rushes.
Yeah, picks is really just the big thing on this map. If you can't get those first picks, you're pretty much shot on your offensive side.
Now you'd think that they might want to try.
A nice shot right there on Nixon.
Absolutely, yeah, it was great. It looks like Gimpy's actually up in the light tower right now, taking a couple pop shots at the loft, and we got Vikaj and Bcuz holding upstairs. 3-3 matchup right now. E7 leading 1-0.
Yeah, if E7 can't get some picks here, they're going to be lost on offense. Personally, I've seen it's easy to. If you can't get those picks, you got to just have a full rush, either up top or on the bottom, catch them off guard. If you're going to move slow, it's not going to work out for you.
Absolutely. It looks like Gimpy is actually just messing around with Procore right now. Went and opened up the garage on him, and he's joining Bcuz and Vikaj upstairs now. Slow playing it, just taking a couple peeks here, a couple peeks there, and seeing what's going on as Absmoke takes down Bcuz with the pick. Gimpy's trying to flank the left side. Vikaj rushing in. They've got Procore pushed back a little bit. Absmoke taking down Vikaj with the headshot from Loft, and Gimpy returning fire with the headshot right back. Smoke taking down Gimpy with the return, and that's 1-1 tied up.
That's how you play defense on this map. Defense is huge to pick it up, because offense is so difficult.
Now, I personally prefer the defensive positioning here. I mean, you just send one guy, lock down that garage door, get it closed, and stack upstairs and wait for the call-outs. Is that what you're seeing on that side, Ek?
Exactly. This map's an easy 4-1 split. As long as you get that door closed, you can sit one guy in B site. You sit one guy up top and 3 in the box room, and you pretty much got that site locked down.
Yeah, it looks like Procore actually sent a guy to reclose that garage door. Gimpy's going to make his way and try to get that reopened as the other four take some fire upstairs. Gimpy's going to try to pre-nade over top of the fence here.
He's going to get rolls right now. Yep. Those boxes are tough to play. You got nades coming from 3 different directions. You really got to
absolutely
box room.
Absolutely, in a split second, one can land behind you, land next to you, land in front of you.
Exactly.
It's one of those crazy things. Vkaj getting excuse me, 2G.
Nice shot.
Absolutely, and 2G picking off patches, trying to play the top of those mid boxes right there.
I like how
again
E7 playing this. Very passive on those barrels over there. I know a spot right where I think that's Nixon who's playing those boxes, barrels rather. You can actually sit behind them and you could barely see your head if you were standing negatives, and he was able to pick them once or twice, but he's playing it very.
That's exactly right.
Good.
It's Nixon playing the barrels. Gimpy's actually playing the soft boxes, which I personally don't like playing those soft boxes. You get hit through them from that loft spot. You know, quick shots from around the boxes, and it looks like E7's going to try to rush in here. Nixon taking down Sandy.
Down, it looks like. Ooh.
Oh.
That's that full rush I was talking about. If you can't get those picks, resort to that rush and you catch them off guard, and they can't really do anything.
Absolutely, absolutely. It looks like they're going to try and do the same thing again. I guess if it's not broke, you know, don't try to fix it. Gimpy's going to make his way upstairs on Light Tower as the rest of his team goes for the upstairs push here.
Exactly like you just said, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You don't see many bottom rushes in this map. Most of these top smokes, it's really the easier site to push in my opinion.
Absolutely, Gimpy taking down AB Smoke with the quick headshot there. Taking a couple shots through the boxes here is Vkaj. Because and 2G and Nixon set up, you know, inside upstairs. Gimpy's going to go and once again mess with him with the garage door downstairs, so Procore can't pull that fourth guy over.
Oh yeah, it's really important messing with their heads. They can fake a bottom rush, catch them off guard. It's the name of the game.
Absolutely, it looks like just some slow plays right here, just trying to get those ever so tricky quick picks and you know, sneak a nade in, sneak a a little peek here, a little peek there. The call outs are real important too.
Oh yeah, those picks are ever so important. You get 1-2 picks on that offensive side, you send the whole team, and there's your offensive win for the round.
Absolutely, and the winner of this match is going to move on to the second round of playoffs, and they're going to have to play the #1 seed in H2O. Eka, that's got to be hurting you guys that you weren't ranked #1 this season.
That's all good. We'll make it a nice show for playoffs at least.
Ah, there we go. You guys heard it here first on e-rev.
I think we played Divine Revolution. Is that next week?
Yeah, you guys will end up playing Divine Revolution, who, you know, I hate to say it, but they just embarrassed Rabid Dogs of Hell last night. I really think the only reason Rabid Dogs of Hell won that one round was because Divine Revolution lost it. Not that they picked anything up or did anything spectacular. I think Divine Revolution was just rolling on all cylinders last night. If anybody watched that match, if not, the archive should be up here soon, and you guys can watch that along with all the other casted matches from WOGL on e-rev.
I think I watched up to the shovel and then I turned it off because just after that there's really nothing to come back from to get shoveled.
Absolutely. We got a couple quick picks here, and it's 2-2. Gimpy is making his way through garage door and actually takes down Sandy Neg with the nut shot and plants downstairs.
This has got to be rough for Procore right now. They really got to pick it up on Bravo's side, or else they're not really going to have a chance on offense.
Absolutely. We're going to go ahead and move to a war room now. E7, go ahead and take that away, Limey.
I think Sandy's to the left. Oh, she's dead. Never mind.
One guy's up top. Rolex is up top.
the crack.
Is the door open, Nixon?
Yep.
Alright.
Fighting Mr. Penn.
I see him. Rush up top, guys. Rush up top now.
Could smoke it and
Planning up top.
last guy's up top in the crack.
The bomb has been planted.
Oh, my bad. My B. My B.
Squeeze up to the sniper's nest.
He has 1 hit left.
He's coming around.
Alpha team wins.
Good
Nice.
job.
Round start.
No, Ekaban, I won't make out with you off my... Oh, sorry, back to the action as E7 takes that 4-1 here.
I'm not gonna lie, Freddie, I'm a little upset.
No big deal, man. A lot of action going on. We don't want to waste any time here. E7's winning this 4-1 right now. It looks like they're going to try and do the same thing over again. Gimpy's taking up top lighthouse, sending 3 guys upstairs. Actually, it looks like Nixon's going to make his way up lawn this time. Do something a little different, mix it up. It looks like he's going to boxes. Maybe get a nade over top of the fence here. What do you see on your side, Ek?
We got the same 4-1 split going on. We got Mr. Pimp playing bottom and the rest of the house up top. You know what, Freddie? I think if Procore took a second and actually rushed top against the offense, they'd pick up a few rounds and really catch them off guard. They keep doing the same thing every round, and it's not really working for them.
Man, I think so too. I think Procore's going to have to mix something up here if if they do capture this round instead of having to work from behind next round. That means they're going to have to go with a 5-round, either a 5-round flush or 5-1 and force this thing into overtime. And overtime in the playoffs is a little bit different. These guys are going to have to play an entire 2-round set again. To decide this as Rolex opens up on Nixon, patches on Vaj. Rolex taking out Gimpy. Some quick shots here going on. Because actually gets the plant down.
Yeah, Procore's really gonna have to step their game up, especially if they lose this round against the C7 team. I'm not sure what kind of a chance they have on offense.
It's going to be tough, man. It's one of those things.
Oh, he's got it.
And he does! 11 seconds to defuse!
1 health left. 1 health. Amazing. Just enough time to defuse, I think. He's got it. Oh!
Detonated as E7 takes it! 5-1!
That's an upset.
Wow!
He had plenty of time on that clock.
Oh, it looked like he had a good 11.5 seconds to get over there and defuse all the same.
That is an upset.
Alright, just to give you a rundown on stats, we've got Gimpy leading E7 with 11 kills, 3 deaths, 1 mission. Vikaj 6-3. Nixon 5-3 with 2 missions. 2G 4-6. Because 2-3 with 1 mission. And on Procore we've got AB Smoke 6-6, Rolex with 4-6, Patches 3-6, Sandy Neg 3-6, and Mr. Pimp 2-4. What is Procore going to have to do here, Eka?
Procore is going to have to do something spectacular. E7's got a great defense on this map. Any team really, being this very defensive-sided map. Those pinch points are going to be key. If they can get some quick rushes in there, unexpected, I mean, that's what it's going to take. They can't do anything they've been doing. They got to really pick their game up a little bit to come out with a win.
Yeah, absolutely. And 2 rounds, E7 takes 2 rounds here and this is over. Procore is going to go home packing, and you know, two evenly matched teams, absolutely evenly matched teams. Number 8 Eureka 7 and number 9 Procore, both 7-4, separated here by 9 points. You know, scored in match play. Just outstanding.
I mean, it's a really tough map for any team to play. I think losing those few defensive rounds really put them in a rut here. But other than that, yeah, two very evenly matched teams.
All right, we're actually waiting for one of the Procore members to come back in. And again, you're watching WOGL playoffs on e-rev TV. This week coming up on Friday, I'd like to invite everybody to WOGL. If you're a member of a WOGL competing team or a member of the Legit Gaming Club, that can be found at legitgamingclub.com. If you're an approved member there, I'd like to invite everybody over to the WOGL draft. This week is going to be Cold Seed CTF. And they are allowing backpacks, so everybody can bring in, you know, a sniper rifle or bring in two weapons. I know I've had fun. Have you had fun playing in the draft, Andrew?
It's been loads of fun. I think we had you the first week on our team. It's just pretty interesting. Some pretty close games. I think one of our games into overtime. I mean, I haven't had to try so hard in a pug in my entire life, honestly. Keep me on my toes. Yeah, it's good practice, you know. Come out. Maybe you're not the best in the game or anything. You know, just come out, pick up a few strats. It's a fun time.
Absolutely. You know, until that time, I had never spoken to you on Vent. I had maybe played with you once on my team, and you know, here we are, thrown on the same team, thrown in the same Vent channel, and at that point, it's, you know, all systems go. You know, it's a lot of fun learning what other people call, you know, certain spots on the map. Maybe one guy calls it, you know, up top. Maybe one guy calls it loft. You know, it's great. It's a lot of fun. It's real interesting.
I'm not gonna lie, you were getting me confused for the longest time calling gens what we call A site, because we call gens like outside of A site, the actual like generator area. I was confused for a good 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah, gen yard and generators. You know, inside of we're referring to Greyhammer for anybody that doesn't know. Yeah, I was calling the yard right outside of the A, right outside of A. I call that gen yards, and inside at the bomb plant, I actually call generators.
So confusing. Why do you gotta do that to me, Freddy?
You know, you virtue guys know everything, beat everybody. Nobody wants to play you. You know, man, can't teach an old dog new tricks, I guess.
Something like that.
So absolutely, next week you guys actually had the bye. So what has your team, Virtue, the number 2 seed in WOGL, been up to this week, Eck?
Our scrim's kind of slowed down a little bit. I know it's getting more and more harder to find them, but I don't know. I guess starting this week we're gonna try to play a little bit more, get ready for this Divine Revolution game. Yeah, what's the map? I haven't even checked for next week. Is that not released yet? Or?
Oh man, actually we released all of the maps to give the higher seeds,
wow.
The guys who had the week off, the chance to practice. This week's map coming up is going to be Sandhog.
Wow, it's my fault, I guess. That should be good though, Sandhog. We've been playing a pretty weak Sandhog, but I think we could pick it up. Maybe something similar to the Woggle cast. I'm not sure. We'll see. It should be good though.
Uh-oh, and I believe you guys were called out last night by Tig Biddies, the leader of Divine Revolution. Said that he wanted to bury the hatchet, and you know, it would be decided up next week. What? Give us any insight on that, Eck?
It's all good. We got nothing against the kid. We'll see him next week. We'll play him. I guess we're gonna resolve all our issues or something like that. So we'll see. Just have to tune in for next week, I guess, right?
Absolutely. We're hopefully going to be casting broadcasting 2 matches again next week if everybody's schedule permits. And right now we're sitting here waiting for, I think one of the Procore guys had some technical difficulties.
Unfortunately, that's what it looks like.
Just like to take a moment to thank Steve over at Scrimspot for supplying the anti-cheat for WOGL, keeping the league hack-free. We've actually caught one or two guys using his anti-cheat system. You can get more information on that at scrimspot.com or WOGL. And also like to thank our sponsors of WOGL, Jinx Clothing, and you can buy Jinx Clothing at jinx.com. Giving away 5 T-shirts for S&D and 5 T-shirts for CTF, and yeah, a lot of fun. Hoping to get more teams next season, and that's sort of what the draft on Fridays is for. Trying to get guys in, maybe you know, familiarize them with you know, competition play and league rules. There's a lot of debate on the Nexon forums that WOGL rules aren't competition rules, and I'm sorry, but competition rules are not bunny hopping around with a shotgun.
Yeah, I try to stay away from Nexon forums. I don't know, they make my eyes bleed whenever I read them.
Yeah, it's fun. It's funny to go there sometimes. I do I do go and frequent or lurk those forums when I'm not doing the graphics or you know, filling in at the WOGL forums. I'm being requested to tell a story by Gimpy. Just waiting here for Rolex of Procore Gaming to come in. If you're sitting here watching the cast and you guys aren't registered and you're not ready, make sure you go to legitgamingclub.com. Sign up there. Make sure one of their admins gets you guys team viewed. Make sure you're scanned, and please come join us on Friday night for the draft. It's a lot of fun. It's going to start at 8:30. Again, the map is going to be Cold Seed. We are allowing backpacks this week as the perk. We've been doing different perks every week. Last week we allowed headgear. The week before was strict rules. No perks, no nothing. And next week might have something to do with NX or not. I don't know. I think I've said too much.
Seeing as we have this big pause for time, I think you should get your friends together and go sign up for Woggle, because we definitely need more teams. I mean, it's definitely a competition, like Freddie was saying before. Also, off topic, but getting back to that about the anti-cheat in Woggle. If you're interested in joining, don't even bother trying to cheat. They're gonna catch you so fast it'll make your head spin.
Alright, here we go. Rolex from Procore Gaming has joined us. Waiting for Mr. Pimp and the rest of E7 to ready up. Limek is here with us, and once we get these ready up, we'll bring you guys the second half. Score is currently E7 5, Procore Gaming 1.
I really want to see Procore Gaming come back, but at this point, I don't know. The Z7 defense is going to be so dominant, especially on this map. Those pinch points.
Absolutely, and I tell you, you know, fortunately or unfortunately, you guys won't see either Procore Gaming or E7 unless one of these two teams makes it past the #1 seed in H2O. And H2O has just been dominating the competition, dominating. I think their closest match was to Procore Pro's other half, Procore Gaming Team Core. I think they gave them the closest run for their money. I believe the score was 7-6. H2O is a hell of a team.
Oh yeah, they are. A lot of good players in there.
All right, Procore Gaming's given the thumb up and going to attempt this a man down. So here we go.
This is gonna be so rough for them. No offense to the Procore side, but that's tough starting man down, especially on offense, especially down points.
Absolutely. This is back to the wall. This is you know, clutch pants, clutch pants here, whatever other you know, NX gear you can buy and put on, bring it here, because Procore Gaming's you know, either out of frustration or out of you know, out of cockiness. I don't even know how to describe this. They're saying bring it on as Gimpy takes out Mr. Pimp with the quick snipe. Man, that takes it to a 3-5 matchup here.
I'm really hoping to see Procore just push through and power through this E7 defense. However, like you said, man down, it's going to be so tough. We got Nixon and I'm just going to call him VK because I cannot pronounce his name. They're playing boxes right now. We've got two guys in the B site with that door open. Just interesting.
Absolutely. Well,
see too much of that.
I've been told that here at e-rev, if you don't have an easy-to-pronounce name like Bob or Sandy Neg or Patches or AB Smoke, then it will be butchered, and no apologies whatsoever. Sandy Neg and AB Smoke are upstairs in the box room as Patches watches the back stairs. Sandy Neg actually getting the headshot on Nixon. Absolutely, absolutely. It's exactly what Procore needs. Dealing with a quick snipe, you know, Gimpy taking out Mr. Pimp, and also Rolex having some technical difficulties here.
Honestly, I think if Procore smokes and rushes right now, they can easily secure that A site. They only have two guys in there, one boxes and one top. Gimpy's going to be useless up top when that smoke goes off, and VK's going to be pretty distracted. So I'm not really sure why they're waiting. They might just die if they try to get more picks. I think it's yep, just like that as Gimpy takes out Sandy with the AWP, or the L9 rather.
Yeah, now we're looking at a 4-2 matchup here. Patches is watching. Actually, he's kind of moved up with AB Smoke into the box room here. Time's ticking away. They got a minute left. Started the round man down. Gimpy got the quick pick on Mr. Pimp. Sandy being taken down. Procore's got their backs to the wall. 5-1 is the current score. 50 seconds as time winds down. These guys got to move in and figure something out here.
I really think if Procore sticks to the quick rushes with man down, they'll be fine. That smoke is such a distortion.
Absolutely. If it were me, I'm sending all four guys up top, no holds barred, get up, get in, and I have timed it, but I think offensively, nade running, light vest, you can get up into position before the defense can set up.
They're up here right now. But actually, yeah, that is true.
AB Smoke taking down Vikaj. Patches is trying to keep Gimpy busy up top on Loft. Got a couple nades in. 3-1 as 2G takes down Smoke with the nade. Time runs out and expires. So that is the only round right there that Procore can give up without being forced into an overtime match here.
So like you said, I mean, they really need these quick rushes up here. They're getting killed. They're gonna see a smoke pop right here. Let's see if they're gonna try a rush maybe. They've got 3 up top, so I mean it might be a little tougher to rush, but.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this was E7 smoke coming in or if this was a shallow smoke thrown by one of the Procore members, but the box room was actually smoked upon their entrance. I think it kind of distracted Procore on that and, you know, made them freeze. They're now in that stalemate box area again with Mr. Pimp watching the back stairs, I believe, and Sandy Neg, AB Smoke, and Patches upstairs. What do you got on your side?
We've got 3 in box, 1 up top. What else we got going on? Because it's behind the bottom boxes in B site, kind of just watching the field. I'm not sure why he doesn't close that door. Maybe it's the easy picks, but if you close that door, you only really need 1 guy in there, watching from the top, which I've seen work pretty well.
Now the garage door is open. Mr. Pimp is completely distracted or trying to take out Gimpy as Gimpy actually takes down Sandy Neck. Mr. Pimp has taken quick picks, taking some pop shots at Gimpy and Loft. Gimpy's returning fire. Patches and AB Smoker stuck in box room, and this is not the position that Procore Gaming was hoping to be in.
Not at all. I mean, anytime you have a guy stuck in tower like that for that long, it's kind of, you know, you're pretty much your last resort. With a minute left, you got to be pushing. You can't really have guys sitting up top there.
Absolutely, Procore's got to be figuring this out. I'm sure Sandy Neg is ghosting and calling out positions here. It looks like E7 still has a sniper up in Loft, and he's pretty much got Patches and AB Smoke pinned down here. They're probably debating, you know, do we go in? What are you going to do? You're going to go left? You're going to go right? How is E7 set up on D?
E7's playing box room so strong right now. They have Nixon and VK playing left side. Gimpy's still up top. I really think if they try to push bottom, they can have it. And they're going to push top.
Oh, bad nade by Gimpy taking down Vikaj. Absolutely. At this point, Mr. Pimp is making his way upstairs. Nixon taking out Patches. 3-on-1.
Oh,
Gimpy sniping Nixon in the head.
Did he get the bomb site? I didn't even see that. Is he over there planning?
Yeah, Mr. Pimp is over here planning right now. 1v3 and 2G taking out Mr. Pimp.
It's going to be game. Oh no. Oh no.
22 seconds. It looks like E7 is actually just taunting and playing with him, and that is game as E7 eliminates Procore Gaming Pro with a score of 7-1. All points count, so these guys are probably going to play for pride now and keep firing it away. Limek, let's go ahead and go to War Room for Procore Gaming.
Pimp, get the fuck out of the tower and get over here ASAP. Smoke, you didn't waste your other smoke, right? No. Okay. As soon as Pimp gets here, toss it and we'll rush. Fail.
Give me a nade crack. Yeah, nade it.
Alright, I'm here, guys. Can I join?
Yeah, join.
We already lost.
Where they at, by the way?
Nobody in right. There's one up in the fucking crack like he's been all day. Let's go over to garage this time. I don't feel like getting sniped from crack again. Coming, Pimp?
Yeah.
Wow. Kidding me, dude. They know I'm here now. You still got a smoke, don't you? Go. Wait for nades, they're gonna nade it.
Bravo team wins.
There's smokes up top, let's rush.
Round start.
I'm going out.
Alright, and we're back. E7 is just absolutely punishing Procore now. Keep in mind, Procore Gaming is a man down. They've been a man down since starting this second half, but E7 is not letting up. Completely shutting down this upstairs and really putting their mark on box room.
Oh yeah, this is the push they should have done in the beginning. See how good it is working, Freddy. You send the whole house, you catch them off guard, and they can't really do much.
Absolutely, I'm a little disappointed to see Procore doing this tough rush so late in the game. It's 3-1 now with a bomb plant, and you got to be asking yourself, okay, why didn't they coordinate this 3 rounds ago?
Exactly.
This clearly worked. Clearly worked.
I mean, I see they have a fifth guy now, so I mean that's got to be rough when your fifth just comes back. The round's already lost, the game's already lost rather. But still, even with 4 people, getting a few kills up top shouldn't be too bad. But they just couldn't get it together.
Absolutely. This right here, this is pretty much just for pride in KD, I would say, making that GP money if you're broke. Man, big disappointment. Big disappointment. We've also seen you know, an upset Sunday night with No Mercy, who big props to those guys purchasing NX. After Nexon decided to pull the plug on supporting South America in their game and ability to play combat arms. No Mercy upsetting number 6 Righteous Dawn 7-6. And last night, really not a big surprise, Divine Revolution pulling out the shovels and just putting the spank on, opening up a can on Rabid Dogs of Hell 10-1. And of course, Divine Revolution will move on to face number 2 Virtue, and number 8 Eureka 7 is going to move on to play Virtue. I'm sorry, H2O.
That E7 H2O match should be amazing. 2 very tough teams. As you can see, E7 holding their own right now on this Rattlesnake defense, and throughout the whole game. H2O is pretty strong. They've been around for a while. That should be a great match.
Absolutely. AB Smoke just hiding in a corner now. Little lag spike. Thanks, Nexon. I think we've actually got a patch coming up tomorrow. Full content patch. It is the last Wednesday of the month. Nexon has restructured their patching system. The second Wednesday of the month, I believe, there is no downtime. They patch the content right in, which it looks to me like it's going to be a lot of weapons and a lot of NX gear and stuff like that. And then the second Wednesday of the month, or the last Wednesday of the month, excuse me, is going to be the server downtime, and that is going to be the big one. Ek, have you seen the YouTube footage of their new map showdown?
Yeah, I saw that, and I actually saw what I think was somebody in demo mode, like kind of flying around the map. That should be interesting. I don't know if they're going to be adding that anytime soon, but kind of excited to see that.
Alright folks, that is the match as Eureka 7 knocks out Procore Gaming. Rundown of the stats here. We've got AB Smoke 5-5 with 1 mission point. Sandy Neg 4-5, Patches 2-4, Mr. Pimp 1-6, Rolex 0-3, Gimpy pretty much putting E7 on his back and carrying him, 10-1 with 1 defuse, Because 6-1, 2G 5-1, Nixon 2-5. Sit tight. We're gonna try to get Gimpy, the leader of E7, on vent for a quick interview. While we're filling this time, Limek, what's going on with your website?
Keeping busy as usual, and yeah, you can go check it out at progamingtv.com, where you can see the schedule for most of the casts across all the broadcasting stations coming up in the next week. It's been pretty consistent lately, so if you don't want to miss anything, make sure to drop by the site. And you can add me on Twitter, twitter.com/Limek.
And again, like to invite everybody out for Woggle Draft Night. Will be this Friday night. It's going to be CTF at Cold Seat. Backpacks are going to be allowed as your perk. You need to be a member of Legit Gaming Club or a WOGL competing team. You can go to legitgamingclub.com, sign up, and request to be team viewed. Those guys will take care of you over there. Got a bunch of talented and really good team view guys. You're in good hands. Go through the process there and come join us on Friday night. Ek, tell us a little bit about drafting.
Drafting, okay, you show up reasonable amount of time before it starts. They randomly select captains. If you want to be a captain, put that in your comment. They'll try to get to you. They'll toss you in your own little room. They randomly select you to pick a team. They'll run through the list. As soon as your team is situated, they'll match up with another team, play the other team. It's a good time. We had, what did we have, like 20, 30 people came. Difference of the other week. The first week there was like 30 or so. The second week there was more like 50 or 60. Is that what it was?
Yeah, it's been growing every week. We had 30 the first week, 30 or 40 the first week. This week we had upwards around 70. A lot of fun, We're hoping to even have a larger turnout, so make sure everybody comes in vent early. The matches, draft times, captains are going to be picked at 8:30 this week, and hoping to get matches rolling at around 9.
Yeah, CTF this week should be interesting, seeing as we had S&D 2 weeks in a row. So, should be good.
Alright, actually, cannot get in touch with anyone from E7. We'll take a quick minute. If anybody's got any of the E7 members on Xfire, tell them to contact me quickly. You're watching Woggle Playoffs, Round 1, on Electronic Revolution Television, e-rev TV. Procore Pro eliminated by Eureka 7, score of 10-2. I'd like to give a shout out and a special thanks to Steve over at Scrimspot, and also our personal sponsors at Jinx Clothing. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, Eka?
Give a shout out to Virtue, you know, my team that we got going on over there, and everybody in Woggle. It's made this season possible. Should be a good playoffs, and looking forward to next season. Also, Sultan Solidify, Brother BMOC, all those guys.
Alright, I've actually got in touch with the leader of E7, Gimpy, trying to get him set up and coming in. Bear with us 1 minute, folks. We're trying to get somebody from E7 on. My Xfire is going absolutely crazy right now. Thanks to everybody listening, telling E7 to get in touch with us. And again, make sure everybody stays tuned to e-rev.tv for all the upcoming WOGL matches, the SIVO matches. I know they got a couple COD 4 matches coming up. Wow, we got a bunch of people coming in now. I'm getting an Xfire message, and I'd like to say thanks to Mr. Dan of the AC staff being here and helping out WOGL with team views, and for being a cool father mucker is what he said. You fill in the blanks.
I like to tell Dan to stop dodging my 1v1 sniper only games. Thanks.
Uh-oh! Called out! You heard it here! Oh, and I've got another... I got another Xfire here from Mr. Nuts in Your Mouth, who cries about his suspension on Xfire. And H2O Natal is calling out E7, saying good luck next week with the tongue out. Alright, and And joining us now is Nixon of E7. Nixon, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, nothing much, man.
Hey, congratulations on your win tonight. What did you guys do going into this week's match?
Nothing much. We prepared a lot more for this one than like any other match, really. It was really difficult. We want to try our best in playoffs. Just like make people see how hard we're trying.
Absolutely, and you guys have H2O, who is the #1 seed in WOGL, coming in. Any words on that?
Not really scared. It's H2O. What's gonna happen?
Oh boy.
Nah, they're pretty good. I'm gonna give it to them. It's gonna be a hard match, but I'm gonna say E7's gonna come on top. Gonna be a little cocky.
Uh-oh, can we get a prediction on score?
Let's say you'll just have to watch it on e-rev.
Uh-oh!
Carry though.
There we go, Nixon calling out H2O, saying he's gonna carry. You heard it here first on e-rev. Nixon, thanks again for coming in. Congratulations on your win, knocking out Procore. I believe the score was 10-2. And thanks to our special guest, Andrew, Mr. Ekaban of Virtue, #2 ranked, who will be taking on the #7 Divine Revolution. And thanks for Limac providing the video. And I'm Freddie. Tune in next week and come join us in the draft on Friday.
e-rev. Applied directly to the forehead. e-rev. Applied directly to the forehead.
e-rev is not responsible for any monitor-to-head related injuries. View at your own risk.
I don't know. Street. I got him. He's on my street. Hot man. Wow, all over. Don't peek him. Don't get one before.
Middle side. Frond with 2 kills, 1 on K-Sharp, 1 on Lin, opening the site up again. However, Frond finishes it with another off-head set.
Still in the favor of Frag D, but looks like Exalt has finally woken up here, Fragile.